Alright, welcome back to Terraria. Last time I beat Duke Fishron and Leviathan, both of which were fairly easy bosses. Only Duke Fishron really gave me any trouble, but that's because he normally gives me trouble anyways. But today, I'm fighting some more bosses, a lot of bosses lined up. But after these two, I think I might transition to the Lunatic Cultists, then go for, the more late game Calamity bosses. And I've kind of realized that Stars Above is not the greatest mod for Rangers. I looked at all the weapons in Stars Above, and the Ranger class just kind of seems to fall off. So going onward, I'm just going to use Calamity weapons for the most part for the Ranger class. I mean, the Plenilune Gaze it's cool, but the fact that it doesn't get affected by most like Ranger boost things is not great. But anyways, that's enough of that. Today, the two bosses that I will be fighting are the Plaguebringer, the Golem, Goliath, whatever. So I'll probably do that one second because it's a little further away. And I will also be fighting the Aureus one. The one that spawns in the Astral Infection, that one is closer, so I'm going to do that one first. Astrum, Aureus, that's the one. Going to be using the good old Tsunami on him. Heliophobia, what did I just get? Trick a gnome into... Oh, I didn't even notice a gnome. Okay, well that's cool, I guess. But yeah, let me grab a Hunter Potion, or what is it, an Archery Potion? Yeah, because that boosts bows. I'm going to be using the Tsunami. Just following vanilla a little bit here, waiting for a better ranged weapon in Calamity. I believe the next one up should be something from the Plaguebringer Goliath, so gonna be looking out for that one. But for now, just using Tsunami, classic running around. But I've never seen this Astral boss. I don't know his attack patterns. I don't even know how strong he is or anything like that, so I'm just kind of like eyeballing it, giving it my best shot. I'll set up like a 3 platform or something similar to that, just to try to give myself the best chance initially. It's not like the best strategy ever, but it is the basics. And sometimes the basics are all you really need for some of these bosses, especially when you're a little bit overgeared. I don't think I'm overgeared quite yet. I think I am properly geared for this fight, at the very least. Tsunami is a great weapon. Duke Fishron is someone who drops a lot of great things, including the wings, and I'm glad he dropped the wings. I think he drops the wings guaranteed, but still, it's very nice to have the wings. The wings are some of the best in the game, and they last you until post Moonlord, I believe. So that is perfect. Obviously, there's Calamity stuff that outclasses it. In other news, I also crafted the Asgard's Valor and Stalker's Quiver off camera, both of which were pretty easy. The Asgard's Valor does require an Ankh Shield, and for that, I just used all the vanilla item recipes that Calamity offers. And it was super simple. There was nothing else that I was like really missing. As for the Stalker's Quiver though, I did need the Putrid Scent for that, which does not drop in my world because I'm on a Crimson world. And I didn't feel like making my own Corruption biome in here for like one item. So I just went to a different world that was Corruption, hard mode, and just used my Souls of Night to make the keys. And on my second try, it dropped. So I was very happy about that, and it should be pretty good for my Tsunami. Unfortunately, it does not really affect the Plenilune's Gaze, which I wish I could use more often. I can't stress this enough. It's a good weapon, and I enjoy it, but the fact that it's not really buffed by any of the vanilla buffs just makes it kind of pointless to use. Anyways, I think this is enough running around room. At least I'd hope it is enough. So let's go ahead and spawn this guy in. 100,000 health is quite a lot, but let's see how my Tsunami does. It's a pretty big target, to be fair. I think I might be able to use Plenilune's Gaze on this. Let's have a look at how much damage it would do. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Oh, but he does have projectiles that are entities, so that would be pretty annoying to go against. Also, this guy's like attack pattern is super simple, very predictable. Oh, he hit me there though. That's kind of my bad. Yeah, pretty predictable attack pattern. He just jumps, moves very slowly, almost like a golem. I don't know. He's not too hard. Not at all. I think his weird shape makes it so... Yeah, he hurts though. You can't let him touch you because he definitely hurts. Oh my goodness. He's jumping me. Okay, I gotta stop going too far into the air. I think that's my issue right now. So I just need to chill out. Oh, I did it again. Oh, he got me. Alright, well, doesn't seem like too hard of a boss. I have to stop jumping so high because he jumps higher than you, even with some of the best vertical acceleration wings in the game, which are the Duke Fishron wings. So... just gotta make sure not to do that. I was mainly doing that because of the Plenilune's Gaze, so I guess I'm just not gonna use it. Also, the weird shape of the boss makes the Plenilune's Gaze a little bit weird. I might drop the little, like, sparkly things, the fragments, the snow things, the Ganyu E ability. Might drop those, because that could be helpful in this type of fight. But aside from that, I think I'm just gonna stick with the Tsunami this whole fight, and just go under him, Rather than going over him, go under. So, yeah, let's try this again. Looks like there is a second phase, maybe? Or not? It kind of seemed like there was. I'm just kind of standing here in front of him. Oh, he teleports. Oh, that was kind of scary. And he's down there. What is... Have I broken him? I think I broke him. I'm not... I don't think that's supposed to happen. He's stuck down there. As long as I don't disturb him, I think... Oh my god, that was kind of a jump scare. But he keeps falling. Hello? I think I'm gonna die, though. Oh my god, he's still gonna kill me. Hold on, not if I kill him first, though. Come on. Clutch up me. Okay, he got me. Oh my god, he's so low. 1,000 health. I just needed one more burst on him. That is so annoying. But yeah, his attack pattern's pretty easy. I was literally just dodging. The dodge is more effective than flying for the most part, but that's my bad. If I had drinking an iron skin, I would have lived. That's kind of crazy. Alright, that's enough messing around. Let's just go all out. Crafted a couple more potions just for this guy. This is a bit overkill, but hey, he started it by killing me. He could have just been an easy boss, not bothered me too much, but this is what he gets. So Astro Chunk, here we go once again. And I really just stay on the middle level and dodge him as much as possible. So I've just about got him. Just gonna fly now instead of standing on the platform, and bang! Got him. Third time's a charm. Plus I buffed the hell out of myself. But he only hit me like twice, and one of the times was just kind of because I let him. And we get quite a few cool things. Got a magic dagger somewhere in there during the fight. Restores mana. That's pretty cool. Suspicious looking jelly bean. Developer item. Wonder what this spawns in. Is it a mount? I think it's a mount. Oh, look at that. What a cute little thing. Does not fly, so I'm gonna stick with this little guy because he's quite cool. Also got some boots. Increased jump speed. Grants immunity to fall damage. That just seems kind of useless. The fall speed comes straight from the boss, because the boss did do that, because he could come down like a lot quicker than any other like boss or mob that I've ever fought. But yeah, next is the Plaguebringer Goliath, which hopefully is pretty similar to the Golem. I'm gonna fight him in Golem's arena. If that doesn't work, I'll fight him in Plantera's arena, which is a much better arena. Although I guess I should fight him in Plantera's from the get-go, so I don't die? Not sure what I was thinking there. Yeah, I definitely should fight him in Plantera's arena first. So yeah, I'll probably do that, and then we'll have a look at what we have access to now. Maybe some new weapons, some new accessories, things like that. And I'll probably end the video off. Next video, Lunatic Cultist. Go into, you know, Moonlord phase. I should be able to deal with him fairly easily. Not really, considering the fact that my main weapon right now is a vanilla weapon. So hopefully that changes pretty soon, because if it doesn't, well, not gonna have a great time with the Moonlord. Alright, so I've made it to my Plantera arena. Another life fruit there. Just picked up my last one earlier in the jungle. But let's fight this Plaguebringer Goliath guy. Hopefully he's not too hard. I say that as he might be the hardest boss in the game. I doubt it though, surely. There are so many mobs in here though. Oh my goodness. Why are there so many mobs? They just keep coming. Okay, we're good. Let's pop ourselves another sugar cookie. And a life force? No, not yet. Life force is still active. Everything is still active. Let's get this boss going before I run out of everything. So, oh my goodness. He is not a golem. I thought he was going to be like a golem boss. Oh my god. What is that? I need a more open space. The golem arena would have been much worse for this. It's like a queen bee, actually. That's what it's more like. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. He hurts as well. Oh my... How are you supposed to beat this guy? Well, I say that, but like I haven't even like tried to prepare for him. So, yeah, I guess some preparations are needed. Fast-moving boss. Planaloon's Gaze does not seem viable. Tsunami was struggling with it as well. Fast-moving boss, high dealing damage, lots of mobility. Essentially another Queen Bee. So, just gonna have to remember how I beat Queen Bee. Although normally, never fight Queen Bee until I'm so overpowered that she doesn't stand a chance regardless. So I guess I'll be back. Alright, after a bit of research, not sure why it wasn't clearly obvious before, but I should have made an arena in the surface of the jungle. So like, you know, out in the open so that I can fly as much as I want. Another thing that is starting to become a little clear to me is that maybe I have led myself astray with the lucky. You know, maybe the critical strike chance isn't that important. And one last thing, I saw someone else use the Elf Melter, or yeah, Elf Melter, which I did get from the Frost Moon while farming for the North Pole to get the Planaloon's Gaze, only to be heavily disappointed by it. But that's okay, because now we have it for this purpose, and it should be pretty good. Just needs a bunch of gel, which I should have plenty of. I mean, who doesn't have a bunch of gel inside of their Terraria playthrough? And it looked pretty good. But there are also some other accessories that I have in mind. One being the Life Dew, or the Living Dew. Gives you 50 extra life, gives you 1 HP per second life regen, which is basically the Chlorophyte armor bonus. And if you're debuffed, you get additional 1 HP. Stunning and honey, that doesn't really matter that much. Halves how long you were afflicted with fire and sickness. However, you do not, you don't get burned or anything with Asgard's Valor. There's also the Community, which drops from the Leviathan / Anahita. It's a 10% drop chance, so I might farm for that off camera, just because I feel like it. But for now, let's reforge everything back into warding, because I want more defense over anything. I'll keep like a lucky here and there, but warding is probably the most important thing to me right now. I've just been getting hit like a truck recently, and it's not very fun, to be honest. So there we go, warding on basically everything. Let's go with the Asgard's Valor as well. It makes sense for it to have warding anyways. So there we go. 8 defense plus the 5, so that's 13 defense. We're up to 85, which is pretty decent. Not the best I've ever seen. So there's that. And if I'm going to use the Elf Melter, which I'm heavily considering, the other option is the Tsunami, which is still really good. But I think I will stick with the Tsunami. But I might switch over to a different arrow type, which would be Chlorophyte arrows, which are a little bit better than Venom arrows. But I don't know how much I trust them, to be honest with you. Chlorophyte arrows are quite nice, but I don't know. They've never seemed that cool to me. Oh, actually, I'm a little wrong. I'm totally wrong. The bounce back is completely useless in the open, but that's good for like Golem and stuff. So I might use that to farm Golem if I need to farm him. I probably don't. One last thing is, not sure how to go about this, but I've seen so many people use a wing slot, which seems less quality of life, more just kind of cheating. The wings, sure, it's annoying because the wings don't really do anything but allow you to fly. But that's kind of the whole point. You have the wings, they're an important asset. I mean, same thing with the boots. They just like make you faster, protect you from certain things. What is happening? Oh, there's a party. Wow. Sick. Gold Ranger. Gold Roger. Oh. And there are generally just a lot of different accessories that I can use instead of the quiver. Like, I like the Living Dew. There's also just using a different type of damage buff, like straight out range damage. And I might do that because, I mean, quick comparison here. Pretty fast, but I don't think it stacks. So I think the Ranger emblem might be my better choice here, if I have one left over. Of course I do not, but I have the Destroyer emblem, or not. I have the Avenger. Yeah, we can use the Avenger for now. So just straight out flat true damage, I think is what it does. So we'll use the Avenger. 74 versus 75, and then we've also got the classic Sniper Scope, which I wouldn't mind either. So we got 74, 75, and 72. Obviously, the smallest buff. 10% compared to 12% compared to 7%. But this one also gives the critical strike chance, which is really nice. But I think I'd rather go and get myself another Putrid Scent so I can make the other one. What is it called? The Ranger Scope. That one's nice too. Honestly, I feel like I've missed quite a lot in Calamity, just focusing on like sheer progression of bosses and stuff like that, when I could have done some other stuff like actually chase certain items, look at the accessories that are really busted in Calamity, because a lot of the stuff in Calamity that helps you a lot is literally like it's in Calamity, right? It's these crazy accessories and all these things, and I feel like I've missed out on some of these because I've just been focused on like the classic vanilla progression, sprinkled in with some Calamity bosses here and there, and then like Stars Above, getting those weapons. That's been kind of like my main focus for a lot of this. But I feel like I've missed out on big accessories that could have helped me a lot. I mean, the Deadshot Brooch was one of them. I had no clue it existed until, I don't even know where I saw it, but I saw it and it was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, as for this boss, it should be a 4-layer, I believe, of platforms. It's literally just fly around, fly above, kind of like what I was doing earlier, just let's not bump into walls this time. But yeah, the wing slot, I mean, I could use a wing slot. It's not technically cheating, but like, I don't know how I feel about a wing slot. it seems less quality life, more just like, hey, I don't feel like building around the whole wing issue, so let me just get rid of it entirely. Which is fair. I find the wing issue annoying myself, but like at the same time, it's part of the game, and I think it makes it a lot more interesting when you are confined to technically 4 accessories instead of 5, because the wing takes up a whole slot, and it's like, well, the wing doesn't really do much besides lets you fly and makes you a bit faster in terms of flying and everything like that. The other thing I was looking at was hydrothermic armor, which could be another option. I think it's a viable option. However, I think I'm going to skip on it this time around, just stick with the Shroomite armor, because I'm planning on upgrading to the Plaguebringer or Plague Reaper, whatever the hell, armor straight after this fight, if I win it, of course, which hopefully I do. No real buffs used this time, just going to use the cookie and probably a life force potion. I'll build one more layer as well, just to make sure that we're all good. I also haven't summoned my Takodachis recently, because they do scale with the world progression, so should bring those guys out for a bit. So there he is. Can only summon one. I mean, I'm not a summoner, so that does add up, doesn't it? But they're quite useful sometimes. You know, at least they deal with the menacing mobs. It seems like they only do 1 damage, but eventually they like have a burst of power and do the damage they should be doing. Okay, it looks like I'm running out of platforms here fully, so this is it, I guess. This is my best effort. Really, it honestly is. So let's just go for it again. You know, no regrets in anything. Let's go with the Avenger, just for this one. Avenger. We're going with it. So, Avenger, bring it in. Bit of a scary boss. I saw in a YouTube video as well, it has some pretty cool music and like sound effects. But unfortunately, I don't have sounds on for this game. So there's that. I think I'm gonna die here, unfortunately. And I've trapped myself fully with this guy. Oh my god. And his missiles just keep chasing me, which is really annoying. I've gotten him down to a decent amount of health, but he's going to kill me at this rate. And there's nothing I can do about it. Yep. There it is. The Stinger was just cooking me. And of course, I did get hit earlier with his ability. That was kind of annoying. That also kind of screwed me. But I think if I'm not going to use the quiver, I should just switch over to Shroomite. Headgear or mask, is it? No, it's headgear. No. Wait. I just realized I don't even have a bow headgear on. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Oh, I thought this whole time I had the bow one on. Anyways, back to the tsunami. And I'm just going to throw myself at this boss until I beat it. So you'll probably just see the actual victory. So, yeah, I'm going to have some fun. There we go. I kid you not, that was my first try after I said that. Cutting it a little close. I kind of panicked at the end there, so I just went out of my way, just started running away. But it worked out. We got him. There we go. Got the syringe. Not really necessary for me. Infected armor plating, which is what I need. Got a cool little blight spewer, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, that's the boss. Let's go. Kid you not, like, sure, kind of expected that because I crafted an archery potion and an iron skin potion, and that was it. But those two made a big difference. Plus, I used greater healing potions. I, for some reason, have them in the storage. Like, they were just in the storage instead of being on me. And I had the, like, garbage little ones, like the slightly better healing potion. Literally just the regular ones, I guess. But yeah, there we go. We did it. Now, as for the weapon I wanted, unfortunately, it is a drop from the Goliath. So I'm going to have to keep fighting him. I'll fight him off cam. It is the Defiler, the Pestilent. It's like a gun. I might stick with the Tsunami for quite a while longer, though. Depending on how I feel with that gun. I'll try it on the Goliath itself. And if it kind of disappoints me, well, probably not going to use it. So for this armor, I've just realized I need nanites as well. So let me buy some of those from the Cyborg. Still got to relocate all of these guys because they still don't really have a proper home. And I feel kind of bad because, yeah, they're just kind of like crammed in here. And the world is not that big, to be fair. So don't know what I'm going to do for them in that case. So let me make the Necro armor as well, because that's another thing that I need that I did not know. But now I know. And I should be able to at least make one piece of this armor. Or all of it, actually, I think. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. So there we go. Plague Reaper. I could have made that before the boss fight, to be fair. But for some reason, I thought I needed the armor plating. Not really sure what it's used for then. if that wasn't what you needed for the armor. I mean, I didn't really check. So the armor, like the actual armor, is worse, but you can see the buffs to range and stuff. 10% increased range damage, 25% reduced ammo usage, more flight time, that's a set bonus, and enemies receive 10% more damage when afflicted by the plague. So Defiler, then maybe Tsunami, that's probably what you want. Press none, that will probably be Q for the blind myself thing. And then you can see like all of them do 15% increased range damage. And the last one I think is movement speed plus critical strike chance. And in comparison, 86, which is technically worse when not moving and also worse when moving. I don't know how I feel about that, but hold on, let's have a look. Oh man, it's not very good. Maybe I trust the process, but I don't know how I feel about it. Could also explore hydrothermic, which interests me, but I'll leave the Plague Reaper stuff on for now. Anyways, with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching as always. If you did enjoy, check out some of the other Terraria videos that I've made, and hopefully I lock in with the Terraria Calamity accessories and stuff, because I have not been all that good with keeping up with what I can get in Calamity, as opposed to just going vanilla. I mean, sure, I do have some Calamity stuff on me, Asgard's Valor, Deadshot Brooch, Angel Treads, but like, you know, could be better. Anyways, let me stop yapping. Again, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you later.